How we do, folks? Your bull, Marcus Ortiz, your 5 numbers. After the name, a little tight Tuesday action right here. Let's talk Blackout. So, Blackout beta this past week. I want to give. I'm actually, I'm not gonna spoil how this video ends over here, but it's tight Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So we might not win. Maybe we win. We don't. I guarantee tomorrow's is a dub. That's for sure. Guarantee that. Let's take that to the bank. We actually have some audio here, man. So check this out. So I'm playing on the PS4 over here. I'm pretty confident about that. Yeah, pretty on the PS4. I only played 2 games on the Xbox. I got third in one, and I got like first and then second one, and then I stopped. I was like, alright. I also worried like all week so I couldn't play, or weekend on this, so I couldn't play on the beta. The Xbox, I did a lot of my damage on the PS4, which I want this video to be a little more about the negatives of Blackout that I witnessed, and tomorrow's will be a little more of the positives. I'll probably talk a little more tomorrow than I do today because I don't got too many negatives. But so one of the negatives is just a very personal negative, and I say this all the time. The DualShock 4 is by far my favorite PlayStation controller. It's very by miles too. It's not like even close. I still just am not like I'm just personally not that good with it. Like it's nothing against the controller or anything like that, but I'm like personally just not like a dual. Like it's crazy. Because I was getting, like, outgunned and stuff and outshot. And I was like, man, like, I don't know. I was like, man, they need to tune this up a little bit. Kind of getting melted. I'm not really turning on people. I thought it was a little bit strange. And then I played on the Xbox, and I was snapping left and right. And I was like, just dropping people. And I was like, oh, right. Because I play pretty much all my first-person shooters on this device and not that device. I was like, all right. I was like, word. I understand now. Nothing wrong with the game. Just Marcos don't play this that much. So a little bit interesting, a little personal anecdote over there, and it is different. And when you're looking at fights that like you have to win, like this one gunfight or else you're dead, right? That's literally what this mode is. Like you have to win that gunfight or else you're gone. Everything counts, and your skill and your ability obviously is huge part about it, and how you play it is big, and all that jazz, So I had a noticeable weakness in terms of just trying to figure out the PS4, which I just don't play as much. I just don't play as much. I definitely don't play shooters on it like as much. And no real online stuff. I actually downloaded Destiny 2. It's good enough for free and stuff like that. That might be like the first time I play like a shooter. Vanilla Destiny 2, by the way. It might be the first time I've honestly played a shooter. I guess I played Killzone a little bit, but I don't know. I didn't really get into Killzone, even though I heard the game was nice. But I digress. Blackout. 3 minutes into the video, we're actually going to talk about Blackout. Negatives about Blackout. My only real negative were the graphics. Like, that is literally the only, like, real thing that I was like, eee. And even that has a fix, and I'll let you know what the fix is. I guess you could just get a PC. That's also kind of like how fix works, too. But my only really negative was the graphics. When I immediately hopped in, I saw like the fluidity of it and how smooth it played, and that I was enamored by. I was like, whoa! I was like, hold up! Like this plays so good. Because I have PUBG and I played it a bit, and I really haven't gone back to it because on console, like on the Xbox, like I don't have a PC that's good enough to like handle that. So on the Xbox, it feels broken, man. Like it feels. I was trying to explain this to my girl the other day. It feels like not only are you fighting the other opponent in the game, but you're like fighting the damn controls as well. So like you got like a dual fight here going on where it's like you versus like where this guy's at, and you trying to figure out how the hell this shoots and how the hell you pick this up, and you're over there sitting, watching, looking at your item. And when you loot somebody, it takes like 16 days. Like just very slow paced, which is okay. The slow pace is all right, but a lot of systems feel like they could and should be optimized for the console that aren't, and this game is the opposite. This game feels like it was built for a console, and you could tell just in the fluidity and the smoothness of everything. So graphically it looks kind of dull. It looks like there's a lot of aspects of it. I think I gotta say this, at first glance it's fine. But when you kind of start looking at the nitty-gritty of it, a lot of things look like they belong like Modern Warfare 3, yo. Or Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Because I actually went back, they made them backwards compatible, and I've been playing a little bit lately. And you can kind of tell just the jagged edges on some polygons and stuff like that, and the resolution's a little bit dulled down on some things, and like I'm running right here, fast pace, it looks fine. When you start like kind of analyzing those like blades of grass, and you see like in the distance things kind of pop in and stuff like that, it's tough, man. It's tough. Like I'm not a guy that like really hypes on like or rips games because of the graphical style, but it is noticeable that this is a dip graphically from a lot of Call of Duty games that we've been seeing. But that's a negative, and at the same time, I'm not really too mad about it because we have like up to it ended up putting 100 people. I didn't actually get a chance to play with. They ended up putting 100 people in the damn lobby. I played when there was 88, and it ran smooth as damn hell, smooth as hell. So like I don't really have an issue if it doesn't look any better than this, but it runs as smooth as it does. I've heard about like frame rate dips and stuff like that. I didn't really feel like I had any of those issues, but maybe I did. I don't know. I'm not like a frame rate guru or master. But the graphics are noticeably not up to snuff as like, for example, I expect the multiplayer to be. But I was just stunned by how smooth everything ran that I'm more than willing to make that trade. The armor stuff is going to be addressed, which is, there are some tuning stuff that they kind of worked on, right? Like level 3 was kind of like a tank at the beginning of the damn thing. They weakened it up over there. I noticed towards the end of the beta I was winning some of those gunfights. There's just a little bit of a balance where they have to find between how much like of a bonus you should get from looting versus how like impenetrable you are. Like you shouldn't be like, oh, I found level 3 armor, I win the game. But it should be I found level 3 armor, I have a little bit more of an advantage over you, especially like with the trauma kit and stuff like that. They added kill cams, which was huge. That was going to be my number one negative. I was like, I'd love to see a kill cam. I don't know if it's possible or not, but I have absolutely no idea how I died 90% of the time. One of my favorite times. So this was great. This was the first day that they had a kill cam. So I was getting like pop left and right, just melted, and I was like, I don't really understand what's happening over here. I'd make it like top 10 pretty easily and stuff like that, but then like when I had like that encounter with that one good dude, I'd always get popped. And I was confused. I'm like, I don't really understand what happened. So I played a game where Circle kind of ended up in Array, which I was pretty happy about. I drop Array all the time. I like Array. And I shoot this guy, right? Like I saw that this guy was shooting some other guy, and I saw, or at least on the kill feed, it said that somebody killed somebody. There's only 10 of us left, and I was like, I thought that guy killed that guy. I'm going after him because he might be weak. So I went after him. I was pretty close. I shoot. I thought I shot more than enough to kill the guy. And then I just drop. I just die. And I'm like, yo, like, what happened? Like, did I get sniped? Like, what the hell? And then the kill cam was there. That was the first day that the kill cam showed up. And I was like, okay. I was like, I want to see this. And what was crazy was I shot the guy and I killed the guy. But there was a guy behind the guy that was shooting the guy. Like another third entity. Or maybe it was the same guy that was shooting before and he actually didn't kill. There was a third party that came and then popped me while I was still like fighting that guy. Like literally it was like mid-fight the guy like shot me and that was it. From behind that guy. I would have never known that if it weren't for the kill cam. So to me the kill cam is huge. You can kind of see other people's strategy as well and all that jazz. But it really helps you answer, oh, okay, that's how he got me. The only negative to the thing I had was like the armor, just to like know how much like armor is left. You can see it's kind of beat up and stuff, but I think they said they will add like a little bit of a number and stuff like that. Because like I would look over and maybe I gotta have level 1 armor and there'd be like another level 1 like on the ground and I'd be like, oh, I don't know how beat up mine is versus that one and stuff like that. A little bit easier if they just give you a numeric thing rather than looking at it, or at least have you explain what the visual cue is that you're seeing or something like that, rather than just guesstimating. But they say they're already going to take care of that. Outside of that, I really don't have too many other negative things to do. I only really played solos, and I ran an opportunity to play with anybody else. My schedule was kind of really crazy and stuff, so I was either available like really early in the morning or really late at night. That was kind of it. There was no like really in between. But I was impressed overall by the Blackout beta. Those are kind of my only two negatives, just the adding the thing, the armor, which I think they're going to add. And the graphics could use a little bit of a bump. Oh, but I did say they had a solution. So, let me show the solution for you. Get an Xbox One X. I mean, it is an expensive solution. But when I played the handful of games I played on the Xbox, it looked much better. Like, there's no other way like around it, too. Like, I'm not even sugarcoat. Like, it looked really good. Like, it looked solid. Like, it was like, oh, okay. So, I feel bad for anybody who's playing on a base PS4. I played on a base PS4. I'm sure it looks probably better on the PS4 Pro. But I played on the base PS4, and you know, I I thought it looked pretty damn good. I thought it looked pretty damn good in the Xbox One X. I was pretty impressed with how it held, and once again, the frame rate and all that stuff held the same way as well. So I was all good, but there was definitely a graphical leap to it that I was like, whoa, like, hold up, like, this looks different. I imagine if you have a PC, you'll probably be noticing the same thing. You'll be like, whoa, like, this looks like really good, or at least I hope you do. So keep that in mind when playing. Look pretty crappy on base PS4. Probably doesn't look that great, honestly, on the original Xbox. I imagine that even looks worse than the base PS4. But it was a noticeable difference on the Xbox One X. I was like, whoa, like, this is pretty good. It still ran just as smooth. I didn't really notice it running any better, for example, because honestly I didn't have any issues running on the PS4. But graphically, I was able to kind of tell the difference of, like, you know, just textures and shading and some light and stuff like that. Little things, but they kind of add up over there. And, you know, in essence, this game is, although there's zombies and stuff like that, this game is realistic. So anytime you see kind of stuff that, like, just looks wonky, it takes a little bit away from that realism. And I guess that's kind of where it hurts a little bit. But graphics are my thing. I was more worried about the smoothness and how it felt, and that's all A+. Plus, we can talk about that a little more in tomorrow's video, man. We're going to talk about some of the positive things, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave you out here with this outcome, man. Enjoy it, I guess. I don't know. I can't watch the ending to the video, so that's it. But no spoilers. Deuces.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety. Net call. Supply drop incoming. Further collapse expected. Travel to indicated safe zone. Sit rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety. Supply drop inbound. Further collapse expected. Travel to indicated safe zone. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety. Net call. Major instability detected. Safe zone evac orders are in effect. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety. Major instability detected. Evac to safe zone. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety. Outgunned, outplayed, and out of luck.